Speaking of idiots, hello and welcome to a very special podcast. It's our podcast within a podcast that we have lovingly crafted and called the GameView podcast. It's our typical like summer, very relaxed podcast series where we watch movies based off video games and then we talk about them.
They tend to be bad, and that's okay.
They tend to be bad, and that's not their fault. It's somebody's fault, but it's not their fault. Yep. Hey, Chris, you remember that time whenever we could go back in time 60 seconds? Exactly.
No, but I remember when we were gone in 60 seconds.
Oh, that's great, because neither can I. I'm your host, Dan Sandy Rotz, and this is Chris Timey. Right.
I'm a time wizard.
I'm a time wizard. This week we watched the movie Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time from 2010. And so let's dive into the movie and see where everything lands. But first, the Still Bevs and Video Games podcast. Chris, tell me about the Bevs.
The Bevs are good. The Bevs are hazy.
Nice.
The Bevs are Southern tier.
Ooh.
Which you would think would be what?
They're not top tier. They're Southern tier.
They're Southern tier. And when you think of Southern tier, where do you think that they're brewed? In the South?
In the South? No, wait. It's probably in the North because it's like the southern part of Maine or something like that, right?
It's in Lakewood, New York.
Lakewood, New York. Okay.
I guess I never looked at that until right now. But yeah, I always kind of assumed they were like a
I wonder
Georgia brewery, you know what I mean? Like
I wonder if that's like a New York thing. I wonder if there's like a southern tier of New York that people are on.
Yeah, maybe.
And doing stuff.
Where is Lakewood, New York?
Where is stop asking me. I don't know.
Where is it?
I don't know.
It is, I guess, in the lower part of New York. It's kind of near Erie, PA.
Oh, okay. Oh, like New York State. Like
yes.
But so it's like western South New York.
It's near Jamestown, New York.
All the Jameses are from there.
Not to be confused with Jamestown, Virginia.
Right. That's a different one. That's a different town where all the Jameses are. Yeah, and Soba says Southern tier. Southern tier.
Tia, yeah.
Tia.
And it's near Dunkirk, New York.
Nice. Dunkirk, New York. That's where all those British people
got saved.
Got saved by fishermen, right?
Yep. In
the boats. Nice. Well, tell us about the beer aside from the name.
So this one is the Lakeshore Fog, which I guess is hazy. That makes sense. I actually kind of like that name. It's pretty standard hazy, pretty drinkable, pretty chuggable. Okay. But nothing crazy about it. The thing I like about these Southern tier beers is that they come in a 15 pack and they're only $20.
Yeah, I appreciate that. In this economy. In this economy, I tell you what, if I could spend $17 on 15 beers, I'm for it. I'm totally for it.
And it's not garbage.
Yes.
It's I approve of the 15 pack and I approve of it being relatively cheap. So it doesn't have to be that good.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be mind-blowing. It's fine. It's a very serviceable hazy. They're doing okay in Lakewood, New York.
Yeah. I tell you what, and what's the chuggability? What's the chuggability on it?
Pretty high.
Pretty high.
I can pound some hazies.
Nice. Me too.
Yeah.
I'm drinking something similar. I got a 15 pack of summer beers from Troegs Brewery.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
Wait, where are they from? Hold on.
Near Hershey, actually. Hershey
They're from
Park.
Hershey, I think. Yeah.
Yep. Because they have a brewery right near Hershey Park.
Yeah. But it's a bunch of summer beers. I got them a few days ago, and I went through them pretty fast because I've had off of work for a few days. But Right now I'm drinking what's left of it, which is right now I'm drinking the Leisure Cruise,
Leisure
the
cruise.
Leisure Cruise. Um, and it's a raspberry wheat beer, which normally I don't like those, but it smells a little interesting, but it tastes pretty good. It's very raspberry-y, which is
In a good
nice
way.
in a good way. It's very raspberry forward. Yeah. It's like whenever something tastes like it's still a wheat beer, but I get like you get the raspberry forward part of it is pretty good.
Hmm.
Um I wouldn't drink a lot of these because it's not my favorite. I don't like fruity beers as much. I don't like things that are
I don't like it when they're too sweet.
yes, that's kind of my I feel that way about most alcohol stuff. If it's
Yeah.
too sweet, me no likey.
Yeah.
If it's I like it to be a little bit bitter, a little bit more beery tasting. But this is pretty good, and there were a bunch of other beers that was pretty good. But yeah, I would give this a mildly chuggable. I wouldn't chug it
Yeah.
because it's too fruity, but I would. But if it was like I could drink wheat beers all day. I have some other one.
Yeah. Sobo said Dan
I,
likes beer favorite
I
flavored beer.
do like beer flavored beer. It's
Beer
also like
flavored
what
beer is good.
I also like whiskey a lot, which is like kind of like ground
Which is
flavored.
not beer.
Yeah.
Beer
I like
flavored
I like whiskey and scotch. I like ground flavored alcohols and I like beer flavored beer. All
beer.
right?
Yep.
I'm a
Makes
man.
sense. It's what makes the hair grow on your chest.
But not on my head.
Oh.
I'm getting old, it's going away. All right. Well, that's great. That's what we've been drinking. Flying through it. What have you been playing? Chris, what have you been playing this week?
I've been playing so I went back to Dune after not playing it for a little bit because I was busy.
Uh-huh.
Um and all my base was gone.
Whoops.
Um I I guess like when I saw that there were taxes in the game that you have to pay, um and the fact that like you have to have power or else like your little shield goes down, and then your building is subject to the elements. I guess I didn't take that seriously.
What part of it being a hostile, threatening desert planet
Yeah,
didn't you understand?
yeah. So yeah, like last night I was playing and that was a pretty I was pretty annoyed by that. But I I get it. Like they need to
Yeah.
make sure that there's room for new people if old people aren't playing and blah blah
Yeah.
blah.
Yeah.
But it still took up most of my time playing last night, and so like today I got to actually play the game after like since I had unfucked everything. But
Nice.
yeah, I mean it's still a fun game. They're doing a lot of updates. I don't know what the last update did,
Me
but
neither, but they've been doing one
uh,
like every day. It seems like there's like a little one
yeah,
that goes in.
it's a good game.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean it's been a really fun game. I've been really enjoying it. The exploration's cool. The satisfaction of like getting something really cool that you can finally build like after you've been working towards it. Like I
Yeah.
haven't gotten to a thopter yet, but they're really cool.
Yeah.
Um
It takes a while to get to there, I
yeah,
think.
yeah.
Um depending on how I guess I've how much have you played? You've played in the last couple weeks, do you think?
My total play time's about 23 hours.
I think mine's 24 as well with it
Yeah.
also. Cuz I got it too.
Yeah.
And it really is great. I enjoy that it's not just like I like the combat and I like the way that it's not just like, oh, I'm more powerful than these guys, and you go into a place and you absolutely just like can go through and wreck. Like it's you can if you're not paying attention and you don't like actually do your job whenever you're in like a base where there's a bunch of Karab uh uh
Karib.
Karib warriors or just a bunch of imperial soldiers, then it's you could die. I died a few times.
Yeah.
I went into a place and I died a bunch, and then I was like, okay,
Well,
I
and
can.
they're pretty nice about like allowing you to like pick yourself up instead
Yes,
of which is nice. Um
I do like that.
yeah, I mean I feel like it's definitely a game that is I think better with other people, but
Hmm.
I do also think that it is still pretty fun by yourself.
Yeah, you can really like just you could waste some hours. You could definitely
Oh
waste
yeah.
some hours on it, like just going back and forth, just mining stuff. Um,
Yeah, like I completed like a handful of um
like journeys.
well, yeah, a handful of quests today like and I knew I had to like kind of prepare myself and get like a bunch of stuff ready because I knew I wasn't going to be back at my base for a while. So
Yeah,
like, I need to make sure I had water and I had to make sure that I had like a bunch of ammo. But like, I didn't want to bring too much stuff because then I wouldn't be able to bring as much back. But
yeah,
like, it really makes you kind of measure like the reward kind of thing.
yeah. I
Um,
mean, especially
with
because
that.
I did die in like a dungeon one
Mm.
time, and I couldn't get my stuff. Like it was just like I lost everything, and I was like, oh damn, I lost all the stuff that I brought in. So now
Yeah.
I'm very much like I don't bring a lot of things if I'm not really sure what I'm gonna be fighting or doing.
Right.
Um, but it's really cool.
You're
And
just
then
exploring.
yeah, and then I finally got to where I can use the Dune like the sand powers, like your Fremen
Mm, hmm.
power stuff. So I'm like,
Yeah.
oh now
From doing the drugs.
yeah, from doing all the sand drugs.
Yeah.
Spice. Hey, you guys want to do some spice?
Spice. It's the spice of life.
It's the spice. It's the spiciest. But that's really fun.
No,
Yeah.
it has been a lot of fun, and yeah, we haven't really had a chance to play together, but
No, it's just been
we're gonna change that.
we're gonna change it. It's gonna happen. We're gonna start our clan. Um, the clan of Germanars, but spelled like Germinarx.
German
German
art, German
Germanars. No, but pronounced like so. Germanars is our get it? It's funny.
yeah,
It's funny.
funny.
He's funny joke. He's very funny. People like. Um, but yeah, that's it. Anything else that you've been playing? Because I've been playing that. I've been playing Dune 2, obviously.
Yeah,
Dune as
yeah.
well.
I've also during the Steam sale, it's the Steam sale right now.
Happy Steam sale,
I picked
everybody.
up the a game called Schedule One, um, which is in a
Nice.
very early state.
Yep.
But basically, the premise is you're a drug dealer and you need to sell drugs. And it's kind of like a GTA style open box, like open world sandbox kind of thing. Open box.
Open box. Yep.
Yeah. So like you start out with basically just being able to grow weed and selling that, and like there's curfew every night, so like you have to, but like you can make more money uh by selling at night too. So it's
Hmm. And then you
kind of a
get.
risk reward
I'm
thing,
I'm
and
pretty sure I was watching somebody play, and you can get to a point where you have to make new strains, but you make new
you can make new
strains by like
strains,
yeah, you can like it's by taking
like combining it in a mixing bowl with like
with like
donuts.
donuts or like or like cough medicine. It's like don't do
Yeah,
this. Hey, everybody, don't do this.
don't do that. Don't
Don't
do
do
that.
any of this stuff.
And yeah, like eventually, like you can start making meth,
Oh
um,
god.
and you can be like, no, I don't have any more weed, but I've got some meth. You want to buy some meth, and get people addicted to meth that way,
Get
and
addicted to
it's
math. We're gonna call it
yeah,
math.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, it is pretty early, and it's like for what it is, it's pretty entertaining. It's not the deepest thing over in the world right
Oh,
now, but
absolutely not.
it is pretty it's pretty entertaining, especially with other people.
It
Uh,
seems as though there's been over the last like 6 months, there's been a rise of janky simulators
hmm,
of like jobs, like trading card game store simulator, supermarket
yep.
simulator. There's like a packaging simulator where you work as a person who delivers who delivers packages. Not it's not the Paperboy because that's also was a game, but like I forget what it's called. I saw it on Steam earlier today, but you just have like a package store and you're running stuff there. But yeah, there's a lot of those for sale on the Steam sale right now.
Well, and what's interesting is that it has a lot of positive reviews.
Hmm. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing that Repo is there. It's the same where it's like sort of janky. It's like the whole point of it is that it's like the physics are a little weird and stuff doesn't work exactly the right way, but that's
Right.
why it's fun. Um,
Yeah, I just like I'm surprised to see so many people are so into it
yeah.
cuz like it's fun and has potential, but like I don't
Uh,
know.
yeah, I mean it's kind of like the age of being polished. It's like
Yeah,
we I think that the smaller developers have figured out it's like, hey, we don't have to release it as polished if we keep updating it, and like not everything has to work perfectly. Sometimes the fun is that it doesn't work perfectly.
right.
You know,
Yeah.
speaking from the generation that like would figured out rocket jumping was a thing in Halo.
Yeah,
Um,
but
but
yeah,
yeah, that's it.
other than that, yeah, not too much.
Cool. I have been playing the Hitman games on my PS5 again.
Nice.
The like newer Hitman ones.
Uh-huh.
Those are great. Sometimes it's just like I just want to do that. Just want to play that. Oh, and
Yeah.
also this game that just came out. It's called. Have you ever heard of Lost in Random at all?
No, I don't think I
It
have.
was like. Uh, So Lost in Random was a game. The art style was very unique. The play style was interesting because it's like it's an action platformer, but the way that combat works is it's all like you throw a die and then or like you have this little die companion that you throw and then he like gives you a 1 through 6 and that's how many points you have to use on cards that you have that have abilities attached to them. It's really neat. It's a very interesting game. The story's great. The world that is created is very cool. They just came out with a um, what's the thing? An isometric. Whenever it's like top
Oh, top
down.
down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like an isometric. It's kind of like Hades esque. But it's called Lost in Random: The Eternal Die. So it's basically the same. It's kind of the similar, like Hades or um,
Yeah.
friggin' the little Meat Boy guy. No, not the Meat Boy guy. The little baby.
Sock boy?
No,
Sack boy?
no. It was the thing with the Binding of Isaac. They're very where it's
Mm.
like you go through and you do it, and then you get things that you keep, and then you make yourself more powerful. So it might be easier the next time. It's really great. Kind of continues the story of that whole world. Highly recommend it if you like Hades stuff. Some people were just like, it's just a ripoff of Hades. I'm like, well, Hades is a ripoff of Binding of
Oh
Isaac. So
no.
shut up. They're all. It's like music. There hasn't been an original piece of music since the 1400s. Ever since somebody figured out you could blow through a rock and make it go, it's the same. Um, so yeah, that's really good too. I highly recommend it. It's great. It's on Game Pass, so if you have Xbox, go for it. You don't have to pay money for it. Well, you're already paying money for it. Great. That's it. That's all I've got.
Cool.
Um, so let's talk about Prince of Persia.
Next. Oh.
Uh, no, 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 no. We're gonna talk about Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time came out
Yep.
2010.
Back when we were in college.
We were in college.
Yep.
So they came out with this movie and they said, "Hey, we're gonna make a movie that's set in Persia. Who should we cast as the main character?" And they were like, "White people," and everyone was like, "Sure." And
Yep.
that's the premise of the movie. Um,
Yeah,
there were so many
that was a
white people in
choice.
this movie.
I mean, at least Ben Kingsley is like half
It's
Indian.
true. Like, yeah, it's like, and he's an Oscar-winning actor. Hannah was sitting there, she's like,
Ben Kingsley rules.
but she was like, he's in like every movie. I was like, yeah, he won an Oscar, and then he was just like, I'm just gonna do whatever forever.
I'm gonna make a bunch of money.
I'm gonna make a bunch of money for the rest of my life. And I was like, okay,
Yeah.
great. But yeah, Ben Kingsley's in it. So obviously, but so we just the cast. the Prince of Persia is, well, there's 4 princes of Persia, but the main one, or 3 princes,
The one that is referred to in the movie as the
as
Prince of
the Prince of
Persia,
Persia,
which
Dastan.
they name drop so fast.
They do. They
He
do. I
became
think
a
the
Prince
Prince
of
of
Persia.
Persia. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. So just to give you the brief plot of this movie, is it's Pirates of the Caribbean, but in sand. Pretty much.
Mm.
Uh,
It had a very Pirates of the Caribbean sound. Like we were watching it and trying to figure out, was this in Pirates of the Caribbean? Like this theme?
the funny thing is that um Disney wanted this to be like another Pirates of the Caribbean. Like they wanted this to be like to start spawning more movies afterwards, but it didn't do so hot at the box office. And obviously eventually Jake Gyllenhaal was like, I probably shouldn't have done that. But so the plot of the movie basically is Jake Gyllenhaal is a Prince of Persia, and he has 2 brothers, but he's not a real Prince of
He's an
Persia.
adopted brother. He's an
He's an
adopted
adopted brother of Persia,
adopted son from the
um,
streets.
which I might have been their way of getting around like, oh, it's fine that he's white, but it's like, but you've also got a white. You're everyone else's. It doesn't make any sense. But he gets adopted. He gets into the family. They take over a holy place. At the holy place, turns out, oh, they're protecting a dagger with the sands of time in it. It rewinds time by 60 seconds, and then an adventure goes on, where they have to
I don't
get.
think they specifically say it's 60 seconds in the
No, she
movie.
does. She says it. She says it's like if you press, there's enough sand in it that it'll take you back a minute if you like use all the sand that's in there. And in fact, they actually stick to that. I did like read a thing, they timed it out. It's like all the actual timing of it.
I
It
appreciate
actually
that.
it's like the amount of time is like, oh, the first time he presses 32 seconds, and then the second time he does it is like 26. So there's like a little 2 seconds left, so it's under a minute. Which is pretty good. Uh but yeah, it's so they go through a whole adventure. Jake Gyllenhaal falls in love with Io from Gemma Arterton, Io from the remake of uh, Clash of the Titans.
Oh, I knew her from was it Hansel and Gretel? The one with
Oh, she was in that, wasn't she? That's a
she,
terrible.
also a terrible movie. Yeah, where Jeremy Renner is Hansel,
Yeah,
and the whole point is like because he ate like so much sugar at the witch's hut when he was a child, he has like diabetes
is
essentially.
which is so that's such a weird choice. Such a
uh,
weird choice. There's a lot of there's, but she's been in a lot of action movies. She's been in a lot of things.
a
Gemma
lot of
Arterton.
mediocre things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We do. I mean, there was a lot of. We had so Jake Gyllenhaal's in it, Gemma Arterton's in it, Ben Kingsley we've already talked about,
yep.
Alfred
The
Molina,
incomparable Ben
the
Kingsley.
incomparable Ben Kingsley, the wonderful Alfred Molina playing the comic relief character is great.
Oh yeah, he was probably my favorite character.
I think so too. I think so too. Um,
Katie was
and
so pumped. She was like, "It's Doc Ock."
it really is. I mean, anything Alfred Molina's in it.
Also, at least he's a person of color, I guess.
He's Spanish, so
Wrong, yeah,
which
he's
is
the wrong
okay.
type, but like
Wrong
closer,
type.
I guess. Yeah. Anyway,
I think so. So there's a lot of things there's a lot of stuff we could talk about with this movie. The
outside of them, though, like I didn't really the other actors I wasn't super familiar with.
I know a lot of them from stuff. Like I look at them and I was like, I know that guy. Like
Oh, I know that guy.
Like Toby Kebbell, who played Garciv, who was one of his brothers. He had 2 brothers.
Yeah.
So Dastan, the white guy, had 2 brothers. Uh, Garciv, who was not entirely a white guy, and then or possibly, I don't know. It was hard to tell. Oh no, he's British. Never mind. Um, and uh, and Tuss
Oh,
was another white guy. But so Toby Kebbell was in the terrible Fantastic Four remake. He was Doctor Doom.
and
Yeah,
he was in Warcraft as Durotan.
yeah, he was Durotan in that. So this is his second time we've seen him on the
Yeah.
and he is great. I do like him a lot.
Yeah, he did fine.
And then Richard Coyle, who was Tuss, he's been in a lot of stuff in
He's in the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
yeah, he's in a lot of things.
Oh, he was Aberforth in Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I think
but
that's
yeah, none of them were like. I feel like they spent most of their money on
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal and Ben Kingsley.
I think so. I really do think so. But they were the two main characters. So
That is true.
So we'll talk about where we've kind of gone over the plot. Yeah, my favorite.
Sort of. I mean, the plot is he finds the Sands of Time. He realizes that he's doing a bad thing, and then has to save things with the Sands of Time.
Yeah, we'll get to we'll talk about the before the twist, kind of like before the ending, everything, because it does my least favorite thing. But we're gonna talk about everything beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Soba says my favorite part was when Dr. Octopus was racing ostriches.
That was an awesome part.
That
was the peak of the movie for sure.
That honestly, so here's honest. So I'm gonna give you like my general feeling about it is because the whole I had a good time watching this movie. Like I've like white people aside.
Yeah, like ignoring that problem because it was 2010 and that wasn't a problem as much, I think, at the time as it is now.
Or it wasn't. We didn't talk about it being a problem because everyone was just like, "Oh, they just hired white people." But now we're like, "Come on, guys, we could do better."
I mean, I feel like I don't remember that being as much of an issue. Like the first time I remember it being a huge issue was ScarJo and Ghost in the Shell.
That was it. That was a big one.
That was a big one.
But
that was like the first time I heard like, oh.
But this was also a huge flop, regardless, because it just didn't do.
Yes
well.
and no.
I mean, it was
the highest grossing video game film adaptation until it was surpassed by the great movie Warcraft.
That's true. That's true. But remember that this is before. This is like that wasn't saying much.
Yeah, I know.
You know. Like it's kind of the same thing. They wanted it to be another Pirates of the Caribbean. It made nowhere near Pirates of the Caribbean money. So
yeah, well, they didn't have Johnny Depp to carry that on his shoulders.
True. But there were some really cool things that I think it did. Number one, I thought for 2010, the going back in time CGI effect.
I thought that was pretty solid.
I thought that was really cool. I like the way they do it.
The snake, not so much. Looked cool, but not real.
Oh yeah, no. Well, I mean, yeah. It's still again 2010. It's like there's some things you can't make things that are alive seem like they're alive in 2010. You know, that's why Shrek just doesn't look right. But I really enjoyed the going back in time thing, and I like that it kind of incorporated like some of the Prince of Persia games stuff, where it's like you could see his one arm whenever he would like press the button, his one arm had like the sands of time going up it, which is kind of
cool.
like
kind of like twisting around it.
Yeah, and it was because that was kind of like the second Prince of Persia game that came out, where it was like the tale of two or like the two princes or something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm gonna look up Prince of Persia games. But yeah, I generally had a good like. I didn't hate it. It was way too long. 2 hours was too long.
Yeah, it just kind of kept going. It didn't need to be that long. But also like for that type of movie is pretty short. So it just didn't have a lot. It didn't have a lot. It was trying like I don't know. There wasn't a lot there.
There
There wasn't
wasn't.
a lot. There wasn't a lot there.
Yeah, yeah. There wasn't.
Oh,
They were really trying to.
they really stretched it out.
Yeah, in a way that was like a lot of misunderstanding. Like the whole plot again comes down to misunderstandings and people not listening to each other and like
Yeah,
and just talking over each other.
yeah,
As Soba said, the movie was very ADD. There was always something happening. That is true. It was
yeah.
always.
And like visually, like it was. I think that's why it was entertaining, but it's not a good movie.
Yeah, yeah, because
Is
it's
that
like
it's still fun to watch because there's so much happening. But
yeah, there was a lot of things. I
yeah.
did appreciate. I think the fight scenes were good. The There was a lot of like you could tell it's like 2010, so slow motion can't like they were using regular cameras and slowing down the frames. So anytime there was like a slow motion thing, it was just really choppy for a little while.
Oh, right, because it
uh
was just less frames per second,
yeah.
essentially.
They're like, let's go it
Huh.
slow. They also did a little shout out to Assassin's Creed in the beginning.
Hmm.
Um
Well, I mean, so I was thinking about that, and I was like, oh yes, this kind of very much feels like Assassin's Creed, but also it's because the Prince of Persia series basically became Assassin's Creed.
right. That
The
was
first
the
Assassin's Creed was meant to be a Prince of Persia game.
right. And then they were like, oh, this is gonna be its own thing after that.
Right.
Um but so that was pretty I thought that was pretty cool. And they did I was trying to pick out what it when they did stuff, but they did incorporate like most of Jake Gyllenhaal's outfits were like the different Prince of Persia outfits from the games starting at Sands of Time. Um because that was his
That's
like
cool. Yeah, I didn't. I've never actually played the Prince of Persia, any of the Prince of Persia
oh
games.
really? Oh, they were good
Yeah.
whenever they came out. Now it's a lot of like this has been done before sort of stuff. Um,
Right.
one of the things oh, Can't You See Me says misunderstandings is a classic tactic. And what were called well-made plays back in the 1800s. Someone would always mishear or overhear something the wrong time and cause shenanigans. Lol, glad to see it's well alive in Prince of Persia. Yeah, it is. Hey, remember that time in Hamlet whenever Hamlet mishears something and then stabs a guy through a curtain?
I mean, that's basically in Seinfeld. That's basically the entire plot of Seinfeld, which historically has no plot. Is
True.
just misunderstandings
What do you
that
mean?
that are just solved by cell phone calls now or
Yeah,
texts.
exactly. Kant says I'm always wary of curtains. But yeah, the biggest thing in the Prince of Persia games was like the whole like in the early 2000s when it came out. I think it was like 2001 was the Sands of Time.
Sands of Time came out in 2003.
2003. So the big thing was that it kind of there were no like checkpoints because you had the like when you would die, you would just rewind time to before you died so that you would be able to keep moving forward. So there were no like lives or deaths. It was just oh you died and then you rewound time so you could go back to before you died, hopefully,
It's
and keep
like
going from there.
the opposite of a roguelite.
Yes, exactly. It was the very first like really forgiving like game, but it was built in as a mechanic.
Which is
And
kind of cool.
yeah, it really was like for the time when that came out, it was awesome because I loved playing that game. Um, I was really bad at the original Prince of Persia, but the Sands of Time was really fun. And then there was also all the parkour. Yeah, the mirror puzzles, Kant says, were really good in that game. Yes, all the puzzles, lots of platforming and wall running and acrobatics, which they kind of did some of in the movie. I feel like
They did.
in the beginning, whenever he was a kid, like running through
Yeah,
the
and that was cool.
bazaar, that was really cool. I wanted more of that.
And they
Um,
did when he was like going into the city at the end, like they did a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, they did a little bit of it, but I wanted like more Indiana Jones-esque traps, you know? Because
Right.
there weren't enough because that's the whole game is like traps and like spikes being shot out and having to dodge and run around them and do all this other
Hmm.
stuff. And I don't think there was enough of that in it for me for it to be like the game was, but I think it was fine. I think
Yeah.
it was fine. That
Yeah,
was
I mean,
what I would want it to
end
be.
of at the end of the movie, after Katie and I stopped watching it, I looked over it and I was like, that was fine.
It was fine. It was fine. I'm gonna say the thing that pisses me off about it now because it's at the end. So you go through the whole movie, right? And then the whole plot is they're like, we have to stop this guy from getting to the sand
His
glass,
brother.
the king's brother who killed the king,
No,
sneakily.
the king's son who killed the king.
No, well, the king's son who killed the king, but the king's son didn't kill the king. The king's brother killed the king,
Right.
Nazim,
And
because
tried to frame
and tried to frame
Jake
Jake Gyllenhaal, and then both of Jake Gyllenhaal's brothers die, and then Gemma Arterton dies. And then the whole thing they're trying to stop him from doing, which is he wants to turn back time to before he saved the king from a lion whenever they were teens or something. And he wants to go back in time and then not save him so he can be king the whole time, basically rewrite everything. And at the big climactic fight at the end, which really isn't that climactic, but also Ben Kingsley's kind of old, so it's like, he's not going to do it. He can't do a whole.
I'm pretty sure Jake Gyllenhaal is going to beat Ben Kingsley.
I was like, he gained
Sorry, Ben.
He gained like 20 pounds of muscle for the role.
Ben Kingsley, yeah, he was huge. He was straight yoked.
Bro. Ben Kingsley be the most jacked I've ever seen him, dude.
Also, side note, Ben Kingsley being a bad guy was so hot during that time.
Oh, really? What else was he a bad guy in at the time?
Well, sort of Iron Man 3.
Oh, true. He was in that. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Time for another lesson. But after this whole climactic thing, they're trying to say, because if they put the dagger into the sand glass of time, and they press the button, then the sands of time flow out forever, and they can, turn back time as much as they want, but it'll destroy the world. And then the way that they get around that is they're like, oh no, he does it, but then he closes the thing, and it brings him back to before all of the plot happens from the movie, and then Jake Gyllenhaal just stops the movie from happening. He basically like, oh, my brother's gonna, he's gonna kill the king. No one believes him. Then eventually they believe him, and then it undoes everything that happened in the movie.
Sort of.
Sort of.
Yeah, it's the whole kind of like dream sequence kind of thing.
God, I hate it so much.
It's a little bit of it kind of discounts everything you just saw.
Right. And then it's also the other thing is like there's been the whole love story between Gemma Arterton and Jake Gyllenhaal the whole time, and then
he dies.
Yeah,
but
then they were like, it was like, oh, they're gonna get married, and then he's like trying to tell her, it's like, well, maybe you'll like me eventually. Wink. It's like, I mean, you went through. This is going to be a way different life experience than what you went through.
Yeah,
before.
like I mean, is she just going to have to trust you on this one? Trust me, we went through a lot.
She's like, I know I have the control of this dagger. That
I'm aware that this is a thing, and I'm just going to have to take your word on it, I guess. I don't really have a choice in the matter because not only is this set in the past, but this movie was made in 2010 before women had rights, I guess.
Yeah. Before we cared what women thought, which is, God, everything is terrible.
And that's the thing that really killed me was the Ben Kingsley's character hires an assassin to kill Destan. That actor of the assassin has the most Icelandic name of all time. It's Gisli Orn Gardarsson.
Gisli Orn Gardarsson. I do like that all of the Hassansons, because they're
to be fair, that is where that word came from.
It is, but they're all named in the credits. They don't have names. It's just Hassanson Porcupine, Hassanson Whipman, Hassanson Giant Scimitar, Hassanson Double-Bladed Scimitar.
Ooh.
There's Hassanson Grenade Man.
And Hassanson Grenade Man.
Soba says Hassanson's Creed. I don't think that would have done as well for some reason.
What if it was like Schedule 1 mixed with Assassin's Creed and it was Hashishin Creed?
Oh,
Oh, onto
Hashishin
something.
Creed.
That's how you have to deliver it is by free running.
Just by free run. I mean, I'd be into it.
Uh,
God, yeah. I mean, I do think like Alfred Molina. I always love whenever Cesso, Steve Toussaint, uh, he plays Cesso, the knife thrower.
yeah, he was cool. I
He
liked him.
was best character, best like the whole plot being like, oh, he's like the henchman to Sheik Amar, and then he does the whole thing. And like everyone's like throughout the whole movie, he's always like, "Have I told you about the Ngenko knife
Yeah, no,
throwers?"
that was actually a really good moment.
That was because
Where like because I think that was the third time he said that.
It was.
And yeah, no, that was a cool.
It was
moment.
good. I wanted a little bit more of like it because he really was like it went from
being funny to threatening to being, let me tell you about my good friend kind of thing.
Yeah, and so that was good. I mean, but that's classic. We got Alfred Molino and Steve Toussaint there to give us all that stuff. He fun fact, Steve Toussaint, he's Lord Corlys. He's the sea snake in House of the Dragon.
With the hair?
Yeah.
Nice. That's cool.
So yeah. So watch that and then be like this motherfucker was in the Prince of Persia. I think that was a really good moment. But that's kind of like there was some stuff in here. There were some good bones. There was some there
was some cool stuff mixed in with a lot of really dumb and bad things.
The dialogue in this movie was so stupid. Everything everybody said all the time was literally just explaining. It was the most it was just explaining what the plot was. It would just be Jake Gyllenhaal and Gemma Arterton fighting about and just reiterating what the plot is. I have to get this dagger to this place. Yes, I know. My brothers are in trouble and I have to save them. We know.
Well, the other thing too is like her falling for him just kind of, I don't know, it seemed a little forced.
Do you remember you know the movie Speed, right? Speed?
Yeah.
You know in Speed how the big thing in that movie is Sandy B says relationships built on stressful situations never work out. It's like yeah that's exactly what this is. It's like you're just it's convenience. It's like I'm falling in love. It's like no, it's just
I'm stressed out. My needs and my needs need to be met.
We must smooch. We must smooch now. Also, they smooched at the most. They kissed at the most inopportune. Literally, like they're supposed to be running towards. Like he's going to this big glass, and they spend an extra like 5 minutes smooching. Guys, priorities. But smooches. But guys, smooches.
Gotta get your smooches.
Gotta get my smooches in.
Yeah,
I need my smooches. But, oh God.
I don't know if I ever need to see this movie again.
I wouldn't. All right. Here we go.
Like if I was on a vacation and it came on TV, I'd probably watch a little of it. That's the only place and situation I can think of where I might watch some of it again.
I'm just gonna give you some quotes from the movie. Here's Tamina, Gemma Arterton. She said at one point, she says, "Everything changes with time. We should know this best of all." Let's see. All the pain in the world will not help you find something that does not exist. I do like the fact again, Sheik Amar, great comic relief in this movie because we needed it. All the jokes that Jake Gyllenhaal and Gemma Arterton were saying were not funny. I do like the idea of him being anti-government. Like whenever he was like secret government killing activity. That's why I don't pay taxes.
Oh yeah, that was kind of actually really funny. Like that was a very much like like wink, wink, nudge, nudge to like the audience, which I
Yeah,
really
it's just
enjoy.
like it's like, hey, this is great. Or like the whenever he's the whole reason that he's like in their lives, like, oh, in the Valley of
Taxes.
the Slaves, it's because taxes. They can't tax me if they don't know it exists, so I made up this whole thing. It's
Um, I
oh
also
god,
just felt like they so badly, so badly wanted this movie to be a lot like The Mummy,
they
and
did. There was
like that, and like have that vibe to it, and it just didn't.
I
Like,
there's always a desire in any like all these a lot of these adventure movies because I felt this way about um oh, the DC water guy, Aquaman, the Aquaman movie, where it
Mhm.
has like it's like sort of Indiana Jones, like globe trotting adventure,
Yeah,
you know?
slightly rough and tumble kind of
Yeah,
male protagonist with a
with like
like kind of
a pretty sort of, you
pretty
know,
smart, like
but not physically able sort of
right, yeah,
lady on the side. Um,
but still brave in her own way.
yeah, it was that was the only thing where it's just like really it just Gemma Arterton's
They could have been
character
so much better.
could have been so much better. They really made her. She was just a plot. She was just telling you what the plot was. She didn't really
Yeah,
do much of anything aside from just say there is plot. She wasn't a good fighter. She wasn't like jumping
she's
around
pretty.
doing stuff. She was pretty. She was in a lot of stuff. She was also in John Carter of Mars. If you
Oh,
remember
that
that.
was a disaster.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like that is one of the most disastrous disasters of all time.
And again, another
Uh,
Disney. Disney was really trying to find like these, which I was really excited for that.
and Gretel Witch Hunters. Woo-hoo-hoo. That was a bad one.
Um, Here we go. Okay.
Produced by Will Ferrell. That one.
Oh,
Interesting.
really? Wow. You know,
Apparently.
this same year, she was also in Clash of the Titans, where she arguably played exactly the same role.
Cool.
Oh
Yep.
boy! And then 3 years later, Hansel and Gretel, Hansel,
Gretter.
Hansel, Gretel.
She was in The King's Man.
Oh, she
I enjoy
was.
those movies.
I thought those movies were fine. She's.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine. Oh, also, everybody, the British accents. I don't get it. There, I don't. Whenever it's supposed to be anywhere else other than America, they're just like British accents. Everybody
Mhm.
gets British accents. Jake Gyllenhaal
Remind,
was
remind me, where's Jake Gyllenhaal from?
from America, but he had a British accent, and it was terrible.
Yeah.
He didn't even
Yeah.
practice. He said, "Well, we were shooting mostly in England, so all of the crew had British accents, and that helped a lot." That's a literal quote from him.
That's bad.
Which is like, oh god,
Uh, uh,
oh boy.
oh, buddy.
Yeah, no, that's the movie thing. Whenever you're in a foreign place, everybody has a British accent, and that's it. But that's only because almost everybody in the cast was British except for Jake Gyllenhaal. Boy.
And of course, the director, Jerry
Mike Newell.
Bruckheimer.
Jerry Bruckheimer was the producer.
A producer. I'm
Mike
sorry. You're
Newell
right.
was the director of it.
You're right. You're
Mike
right.
Newell also the director of Harry
Goblet of
Potter
Fire and Donnie Brasco. Not
Donnie
Donnie
Brasco
Darko. Donnie Brasco.
and Four Weddings and a Funeral. Yeah, if they're super bad, they're
I guess it might have been better if it was Jerry Bruckheimer.
probably because
Because he did
didn't he do Pirates?
Pirates, yeah.
Yeah, because that's what but that was the plan. Like that was the plan is just like we're going to have another Pirates thing. It's going to be this IP that we
Yeah, they were
scooped up.
super desperate to find that again because they tried that with Lone Ranger.
They did.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have cast a cannibal as their leading man. I think that was where they went.
I didn't realize that he was in that.
That Army Hammer
Army Hammer.
Hammer was in the Lone Ranger movie. There were a lot of people who were putting like Glenn Powell. No, what's his name? Generic white man.
I mean, I don't think that was the issue with the Lone Ranger. I think that actually, I remember people being real pissed about Johnny Depp being Tonto.
Oh well, yeah, because he was not Native American, even a little bit.
Yeah.
That's that or that that's whenever we really there's a lot of stuff we need to change, and it's like,
Yeah.
okay, guys, if don't stop putting white people in movies, just
Yeah.
because they can look longingly into each other's eyes over
And
over.
because they have a pull.
Yeah,
You gotta get a balance. Come
yeah, come on, people.
on. Yeah.
But
Side note,
yeah,
Army Hammer. I just recently saw the Man from Uncle for the first time.
it's a
Good
great movie.
I like
It's a
that
great
movie.
movie. It's just such a shame
It's a
that
shame that dude eats
that
that likes to eat
wants
people.
to eat people. Oh God, it's so funny. But that's what's his name? Is it Glenn Powell? Is that who it is? Who's like the new Glenn? Yeah, Glenn Powell. He's the new like generic looking white man
Oh yeah,
who is like in every
he's in
action.
Running Man.
Yep, that
Coming
movie's
up.
gonna be terrible.
I could also see it being all. Oh yeah, he was Hangman in Top Gun.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just know anytime they remake.
Oh, he was in The Dark Knight Rises as Traitor Number One.
Traitor number one, amazing. Okay, so let's get into how this goes. So you never played the Prince of Persia video games, you said?
No, so I didn't really have, I think, anything that could play it. Did it come out on GameCube?
It was a GameCube
It
game.
did. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have a good reason then.
It was 2003. It was an adventure game.
Yeah.
As far as sticking to the game points, I think that it did a pretty of the movies we've watched. I think this may be one of the ones that actually stuck the closest to like what the game was about. Like
Yeah,
sort of in plot and in what the gameplay would be if it was real people.
right. Yeah, so I was reading up a little bit about the game, and it sounds like a little bit of the setup for it was a little bit different.
Yeah.
But and like the things that you fight aren't other people. It's like
No, it's like zombies. It's usually
tiny
like
time zombies, basically.
yeah, timey-wimey sand zombies.
Timey wimey bullshit. Which is like, I think the way that they switched it makes sense, but like I think like they just didn't have enough content to do this outside of just the plot, like the main like idea of what's happening here.
Right. It does also doesn't help whenever your main character doesn't have it. Like they never name him in the games, aside from the most recent one that came out in 2020.
Doesn't have a speaking part either, I assume.
No, he does. They do. Yeah.
In the games he does?
Yeah, he does. Well, in the new ones.
Maybe he's just, his name is Prince and his last name is of Persia.
Yeah, they just call him Prince. They usually they just like in the games they're just like the Prince. Conchusimi says, I thought it was a PlayStation game. Eventually it was. Prince of Persia. But there is if you're a PlayStation Plus member, or if you just want to play it, there's a new-ish Prince of Persia called the Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown that is more of a Metroidvania. And it's really good. I played a lot of it. I never finished it, but it's 2.5D, so it's like it's very Castlevania.
Very cool.
Esque. So Chris, you would probably like it if you
sounds like it.
But yeah, I think it's stuck pretty close to it. So I give it high marks for really like taking as much as it could and trying to be a movie at least. I mean, Disney snagged the rights to it so early. Like I think it was like 2004, 2005. They were just like, "Hey, we're going to make a movie based off this." So I think that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Was there anything that went too far?
The
like with video
games in the battle scene where the soldiers that were coming into like were just like up. I was like they did it multiple times. Like it literally sounded like it was just a dude in a recording studio, and they just like kind of like recorded the same dude multiple times. It was bad.
Yeah,
I don't know
it
if you
was.
noticed that part.
No, I did because Hannah was sitting next to me going,
Yeah, yeah.
along
I was
with
like,
them.
what? But like, I also just like the soldiers in general were just like very over exaggerated, and I wonder if that was on purpose because like that's kind of how video game like background NPC, like super background NPCs are just kind of like
It
caricatures.
it did also look like
Um,
there were a lot of extras. There were definitely a lot of extras in this movie because there were a lot
yeah.
of like party scenes, there were a lot of bizarre scenes, and there were a lot of like battle or like war scenes. So there were just big groups of dudes, sweaty men, just around. Oh god, there really weren't that many women in this movie.
Oh, I bet it didn't pass that check.
The Bechdel test? You don't
Yeah,
think
that one.
so? Because well, I don't know, because they were talking about the dagger most of the time. Oh no, I guess it probably doesn't pack the best. She was probably talking about the prince a lot. Oh god. Oh well.
Whoops. Well,
Whoops.
it was 2010.
Whoops. It's
Or who
2010.
cares?
Well,
So,
let's get
the worst example of failing the Bechdel test is still Lord of the Rings.
all right.
Um,
It's true. There's almost zero women in it
yeah,
whatsoever.
and none of them talk to each other except for the one instance where the child talks to her mother
All
and
right.
tells her mom that her brother is not big enough to ride that horse.
Okay, Chris, did you look at the box office for this at all before I ask you the question?
I did.
Okay, great. So, the estimated budget for this movie was $200 million.
That's kind of a lot.
The opening weekend, U.S. and Canada, this movie only made $30 million.
Oof.
Not even close. Eventually, its worldwide gross was over $330 million. So it made its money back and a little bit more, but like not that was
But like,
worldwide, so it took a
but
while.
yeah, for Hollywood accounting, it did not make
For
its money back.
Hollywood and Disney accounting,
Oof.
it did not. So this movie
But
came, yeah,
it was also the highest grossing video game film adaptation until it was surpassed by Warcraft in 2016.
it
6
was,
years later. It
yeah,
held its crown
it
for
held
6
its crown
years.
because it's a prince of Persia.
Yeah.
Um,
Now it's just the Duke of
they
Persia.
did do. I think there were three movie title name drops. I remember distinctly going to like
There
look at
was one like
Hannah,
right at the beginning, one
one
pretty
right,
close to the end.
and then there was one in the middle where
There
Gemma
was.
Arterton kept saying like, "Oh, a Prince of Persia would never do blah," and it's like,
You're
okay,
right. Yeah, I think you're right.
okay. So this came out in 2010. Top grossing movie 2010. Blah blah blah. It was Avatar.
Oh yeah.
That was
Yeah.
the year Avatar came out. So,
Yeah,
uh,
so yeah.
so 1, 2, 3. We had Avatar, Toy Story 3, and Alice in Wonderland as the top 3 grossing movies that year. Again, 2 Disney movies. This was a big movie year for Disney. They made a lot of money. Prince of Persia came in 33rd, so not the lowest that we've seen. Still pretty good. It did better than Red.
Wait a second.
Huh.
Did Avatar come out that year?
Yeah.
I think it came out in 2009.
It came out in 2009, but guess what? It was still the top grossing movie of 2010.
All
So
right,
that
yeah. I was like, yeah, because I was like, Avatar, because I remember I saw it and it was like in December
it
because I
came
saw
out.
it with my dad during winter break.
Yeah, it released in December. So for the majority of its run, it was still in
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
2010. Um Everything else,
So
yeah.
according to Wikipedia, the top grossing film is Toy Story 3.
But that's whenever it comes to, I think that is Toy Story 3's total gross was $415 million.
Sure. Yeah.
I think I think on wait, are you on Wikipedia, you said?
Yeah. I
I
assume they're only counting movies that were actually
Yeah, they're
released.
only counting movies that like released in it. But I think Avatar making the majority of its money up in
Prop.
2015 or
Yeah.
2010, I think that makes it. We're like, okay, that's fine. So then it would have been Toy Story 3, Alice in Wonderland, and Iron Man 2. Those all came out in like the March, June, and May. So,
Yeah.
but this one,
Twilight Eclipse.
Twilight Eclipse came out
Uh,
too. So this movie was beat out Red. The
Red. Red
Red.
beat this movie.
No, it beat Red. It was better
Oh,
than Red. It did better than Red.
Red was the movie with like Bruce Willis and
Yep.
Morgan Freeman.
Yep.
Okay.
It also beat Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief, and
Yeah,
Paranormal Activity 2.
that's fine.
And it was beat by The Town, The Social Network, and The Book of Eli. Ooh, and Sex in the City 2. Oh man, Sex in the City 2.
The Town,
The Town. Yeah, that was
directed by Ben Affleck.
Yep.
Of course, it's set in Boston.
This was a big Walt Disney Studios motion pictures. This was also the year where we had
Tangled.
Tangled. We had the last Airbender flop. We had
Ooh, that one. Oof.
Tron Legacy. Came out this
Oh
year.
wow, this was. I didn't realize Iron Man 2 was still technically Paramount.
Yeah, that was when Paramount
That was
still owned it.
pre Marvel being owned by Disney.
And then the Karate Kid remake came out this year. Again, Clash of the Titans came out this year, where Gemma Arterton.
Shutter Island came out that year.
Mm-hmm. That was a good one. Megamind came out this year.
And also Despicable Me, I believe. Yep.
Despicable Me. Yep.
Because that's one of those twin movies.
But yeah. Oh yeah, and The Sorcerer's Apprentice with Jay Baruchel came out. Do you remember that?
Oh, he had a hot year, dude. He was also in How to Train Your Dragon.
This was the summer of Jay Baruchel. It was really like he was in a bunch of just being his awkward self, you know. Yeah. Hey, I'm just Jay Baruchel. This is how my voice sounds.
Oh man, I like him.
He's great. I like him too. I like him a lot.
Kick-Ass came out that year.
Oh wow,
right?
2010. Interesting movie. Interesting
year for movies. Yeah, there's some good ones in there.
Interesting year for movies. So, but 33.
The 18 out that year.
Oh, the 18 remake.
Oof, Jonah Hex. Woof.
Oh boy, that was just like, hey, Megan Fox is in this movie. It's 2010 and Megan Fox is in this movie. Come see it.
Yeah, right. Inception came out that year.
Step Up 3D.
Alt.
Black Swan.
One of my favorite movies of all time.
Marmaduke?
Never mind. Yeah, Marmaduke. The Other Guys came out that year.
Oh, that's a great movie.
No, I was thinking of the Nice Guys, not The Other Guys. Oh. I love The Nice Guys.
The Nice Guys is a great movie. I love the scene. This is a tangent. We'll talk about it later. But okay. So, great. So, Chris, I think we only have two more things to do. Firstly, would you recommend this movie to anyone if they were?
If you're a big Jake Gyllenhaal fan, sure.
Would you?
If you're a big Ben Kingsley fan, maybe not.
Maybe not. Would you put this above? So it's above or below Donnie Darko on the?
Can I tell you something?
You've never seen Donnie Darko.
I've never seen Donnie Darko.
I mean, you're not a moody teenager in 2005, so I don't.
No,
think
I'm not. I just know that's the one with the bunny, right?
Yeah, Frank the Bunny. We all had it. All us emo kids had it on one of our notebooks or in our locker somewhere. Just like,
did you?
I think I had it. I think I had like some either on my like AOL stuff or like on my Zanga. I don't remember, but yeah, man. So
I
gooey.
was more just going into the Grateful Dead and smoking weed
Yeah,
in high
you went
school.
the other direction.
Yeah, I went the
There's
other
two
direction.
directions to swing, and one of them is being really sad, and the other one's being really chill.
Yep.
No, you wouldn't recommend this movie to anyone.
um, it's a fine summer like action movie. It's fine.
Yeah,
Um,
I would agree with that.
like I said earlier, I don't think I need to see it again. Um,
I think what you said is if cable was still a thing, like if people still watched movies just because they were on a Sunday afternoon, I would
yeah,
totally sit down and watch this on a Sunday afternoon while I'm like slightly falling asleep.
I
Like
don't remember. Um, if you remember me doing this with some of the folks at in college, we used to do lazy Sundays where we would imbibe
imbibe things and
marijuanas and watch really bad movies and
yeah,
like
that sounds
yeah like one of our favorites was um oh my gosh um Conan the Barbarian.
oh, that's a great
Um,
one. That's a good one. That's a good
yeah,
terrible
but
movie.
just like old like yeah, this would have fit right in with all that. Like it's one of those movies that like don't go in expecting it to be the greatest movie of all time, and it's fine.
Yeah,
Um,
it really gives like it's like I want to watch an action movie. I don't have to pay too much attention to it, and like an action adventure movie where it's like low stakes, you know. Well, I guess you think it's high stakes, but it ends up being low stakes at the end. So I mean, I would recommend it. I think you could watch it and still enjoy it,
it's
particularly like
100% not the worst movie we've ever seen
oh,
in the
absolutely
history
not.
out of
Like looking at the list, it's gonna probably be pretty high up on mine.
this. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, I'd say watch it at least once. Don't go out of your
Yeah,
way.
it has flaws. It, I mean, it's 15 years old now, and like we're talking about it from our perspective now. I'm sure at the time we probably would have enjoyed it more than we do now.
I think, and I think during the time, I think it probably wouldn't have hit our video game wishes as like this is a video game movie, blah sort of thing.
Right.
Back then, now I look at it a little bit more fondly because I think I understand what it was pulling from a little bit more. So I think
Sure.
that's
Yeah.
pretty good
Yeah.
too. So yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, let me pull up the rankings here. Hold on. Here we go. Got to move things around.
Looking at my rankings, since we haven't done this in a while, I'm surprised at some of my rankings.
All right.
um,
Here's the
because there are
list.
certain movies like that I remember more fondly uh, than I guess I thought.
Yeah. Well, remember I'm going with mine. I'm gauging it based on how much I enjoyed watching it.
Right. I'm guessing
Um
like I'm surprised I put Silent Hill up so high. Um,
Silent Hill's pretty it's a pretty good movie. Like
yeah.
I think that's the biggest part about Silent Hill is that it's very yucky, but also we enjoyed the movie a lot compared to some of the other
Yeah.
ones.
I think it was like a more well done movie.
Yes.
Um,
That being said, I'm going to put this actually above Silent Hill on mine.
mhm.
Um
Wow.
so
So to recap, Dan has Rampage as his first choice. Street Fighter. This is the Street Fighter from the 90s.
yes.
Silent Hill, Super Mario Brothers, the old one. Werewolves Within, Warcraft, Dead or Alive, Doom, Resident Evil, Hitman, the first one. I think that was the first
I
one.
think
Um,
that was the first Hitman movie. With
Final
Timothy
Fantasy: The
Oliphant
Spirits Within. Yes. Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, the first one,
and then Blood
uh,
Rain.
and Blood Rain, which is the worst movie of all time. Please don't ever go watch that movie. It is
Never
so
watch
bad.
it. There are two.
Oh, pour one out for Michael Madsen though.
Oh yeah, Michael Madsen,
Who shouldn't have been in that movie, but
shouldn't have been
you
that
know,
movie.
pour one out.
Was drunk the whole time. But there's two things looking at our list because everybody, you can kind of see it here. I'm going to zoom in on. So if you're looking on the stream, you'll be able to see it here. There we go. And then, so yeah, so that was my list. So that puts Prince of Persia, Sandies of Time, right, solidly in third place. Yeah,
wow,
solidly in third place. If there's one thing to be sure of, Rampage is one of the greatest movies of all time, and Blood Rain is the worst movie of all time.
Rampage, I think was just the best.
It was such a good experience, like viewing.
It was fun and
it was great. It really was great.
Is it high cinema? No, but
absolutely
was it fun?
Not.
Hell yes.
Hell yes. All right, Chris. So with I'm going to take Prince of Persia. I'm going to copy it. Boom. And then first I have to move everything down. Hold on. How do I do this?
Sandies of Time.
Shift. All right, and I need to move everything. How do I move everything down one? Do I just drag it?
Here I got it.
Yeah. Chris, you know how to do this.
You're doing you're putting it above Silent Hill?
It's above Silent Hill, yeah.
Okay.
Can't You See Me says could be a good hotel movie too when you're just flipping. Yeah.
Yes.
That could be
100% that.
You could kill 2 hours real easy with this.
Yeah. Funnily enough for me, I'm also going to put it right above Silent Hill. I just have
you have Warcraft in
Silent Hill in a different spot. So yeah, I think and for better or for worse, like I said, I haven't played Prince of Persia at all ever.
Yeah.
So my only connection to the series is basically via Assassin's Creed.
Right.
And it was a better Assassin's Creed movie than the Assassin's Creed movie was.
Right, which we haven't done on here, but having watched the Assassin's Creed movie, that movie is just a sack of hot garbage.
It's
like I almost don't want to do it on here because it's so bad.
But it's not worse than Blood Rain.
It's not worse than Blood Rain, but
I don't think it's worse than Doom either.
But it's in the category of movies that are bad that they're bad. It's not into the like movies that are so bad that it's entertaining. Like at least it was entertaining to watch terrible movies like Doom or like
Super Mario Brothers no, Blood Rain was not entertaining for me.
I don't think it was entertaining for me either, but I think there was a point where
Super Mario Brothers and Street Fighter are both so bad that
they're great.
They come back around.
I still argue that Street Fighter is one of the best video game movies of all time.
I know you feel that way.
All right, so we've got
what's his name that's Bison. But,
Rahul Julia. So Chris is for those of you who can't see it. So here's Chris's list. Currently in first place, Rampage, as it should be. Then he's got Werewolves Within at number 2, Warcraft number 3, Prince of Persia number 4, then Silent Hill, Hitman, Street Fighter, the 90s version, Super Mario Bros, the 90s version, Dead or Alive, Final Fantasy, The Spirits Within, Resident Evil, Lara Croft Tomb Raider, Doom, and then Blood Rain at the bottom, as it should be.
Yep.
Nice.
God, it's bad.
It's so bad. I'm surprised that you have Dead or Alive. We both have Dead or Alive above Resident Evil. I can't remember a thing about that movie, yet we liked it more.
I just remember I don't know, it was very campy and
I think that's why we liked it so much.
Yeah.
And I think that
I think it knew what it was and just leaned into it a little bit, which I think was good.
I think we liked the martial arts in it was really well done. I think that's what we liked about it too. So there you have it, folks.
Well, we need to figure out what we're going to watch next.
Well, we got to pick a new movie. It's still
if anyone has recommendations, please let us know.
Put them in. Otherwise, we're just going to go with another Sandy movie. I don't want to watch. I don't want to watch a
Not
U-boat.
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I don't want to watch
The other option's Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter. See, that's the thing. I don't want to watch a U-boat. I don't want to watch
No,
that.
no, Monster Hunter isn't. Monster Hunter's the
Oh, it's
same
not?
dude that does Resident Evil because that's why what's her name's in it.
Oh yeah, what's her face?
Because that's his wife.
That's true. Did you know that? Did you know that the reason that Helena Bonham Carter is in every Tim Burton movie is because she's his girlfriend?
Married. Yeah,
They're not married. They're just boyfriend girlfriend.
yeah.
Ew. Soba says postal.
Isn't
I
that
think-
isn't that you bowl?
Isn't that the other way around? Wasn't it like was it a movie and then a video game? Or no, it was a video game and then a movie.
Is a action comedy film co-written and directed by Uwe Boll,
Ugh.
starring Zach Ward, Dave Foley.
Do we watch a
Chris
good one?
Capella.
Do we watch like Sonic the Hedgehog?
I would argue that this was a good one.
I would argue this was a good one too. You're right.
So we need to do a Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li is horrifically bad, but I think it's in a funny way.
That was also wasn't that like a straight to video release? That wasn't in
I think so.
theaters. So
but it has like it has Neil McDonough in it.
Oh.
Right? Like like he's M. Bison. He's great. Michael Clark Duncan is Balrog.
I'm just scrolling through. Oh God.
Like it's bad. It's real bad.
There's still like every time I look at a U-Bowl movie, I'm like, these are like In the Name of the King, a dungeon siege.
Oh,
tale.
that movie's bad.
That movie is boring as hell.
But like it has. How does it have Jason Statham and
It's just
Jeremy? It doesn't have Jeremy Irons in it too.
It does. It's like
How
does he fumbles these so hard?
Well, no, Jason Statham doesn't belong in that movie.
No,
sure.
no, absolutely not. Let's see. Did we ever watch the Uncharted movie for this?
The Uncharted movie was the reason we started this.
That's true. That is because you watched it and you were like, "Hey,
this is stupid," and I hate it.
Chris, we need to watch Borderlands.
Oh, I've seen it. It's bad.
I know. I haven't seen it. I think I have to pay money to watch it, which I
don't think so.
I'm almost disinclined to do, but I do want to see it. I will say, Brian Rotz, my father, who will watch anything. We were, I forget what we were doing, but he was sitting there. He was like, Dan, you know the Borderlands movie? I was like, yeah. I was like, did you watch it? He was like, I got 15 minutes into it and I just turned it off.
It's bad.
Like, it's bad. I was like, oh God.
It's bad. We watched it last year. Can you get her? Sorry.
Get her.
We watched it last year after Oktoberfest here.
Oof.
So it was like me, Alice, and Tyler.
Oh no.
Fee and Katie.
Oh, God.
And man.
Ugh. Well, do you want to go new or old? Because we could watch.
Or do we want something with Michelle Rodriguez or with The Rock? Because apparently
it's been a while. We've only got two.
Yeah.
We've only got two in them. I kind of do want to watch Double Dragon. Have you seen that movie?
I might have, but it's been a long.
It's been a long time.
Are either of them in?
No. This is from the 1994. But it is awful. But it is so good. I think we might have to do that one because that's like around the same time.
It looks bad.
Yeah, it's another kind of like they put.
It has Genesis music videos.
Yeah, it does, baby.
What?
Oh God. And it's just
How did they get Genesis to do this? Andy Dick's in it.
Andy Dick is in it. That's it. I think we're gonna do. Okay, everybody, here's your homework. By the next podcast, which honestly, so 2 weeks from now, I have is the day before my birthday. I think I'm going to be doing some birthday stuff on that night. So we might do maybe like on Saturday. We might do,
or do you want to try to squeeze it in next weekend?
we could try and squeeze it in next weekend. That's probably
Let
it.
me see where we can stream Double Dragon.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's on Amazon Prime. It's on Prime Video for free.
Oh, it is. Oh, it's so bad.
Yeah.
It has an IMDb rating of 3.9.
What's the Rotten Tomatoes score for it?
12%.
Oh God. Oh wait, what's the Rotten Tomatoes for? Okay, okay. So here's your homework, everybody. If you're here and you're ready and you're willing, for the next.
So interesting. Street Fighter has an IMDb of 4.1, but an 11% Rotten Tomatoes.
Ooh, interesting. Seems like there's.
Oh, they're almost the same score.
Similar movies. Oh my gosh, they came out around the same years too. So all right, homework for we'll post it in the Discord. So go to bit.ly/discobrew to check out our newest any updates from there. So it'll either be next Sunday or maybe 2 weeks from now on Saturday. We'll do a GameView podcast for Double Dragon. And then
I don't know any of these people except for Andy Dick.
And then Chris, you're gonna have to tell me which dragon you're dressed up as. So I'll dress up as the other one.
Red or blue?
Yeah, red or blue. Which brother?
Well, there was a my only thing that I know about there was a
arcade game.
There was Double Dragon and Battletoads, right?
Wasn't that a game? Yeah. Hey, guess what? That's the only that's the only thing there was this arcade cabinet for Double Dragon, and they made a movie based off of it.
Wow.
Yeah, baby, get ready. It's bad. All right.
Oh, so, he was in Wing Commander 4. One of the guys that was in Double Dragon was also in Wing Commander 4.
All right.
Ooh,
well,
buddy.
Before we tangent anymore, we're going to end the podcast portion. Which, firstly, go listen to the podcast, Twitch, or you can listen to it anywhere. Just look for search the Game Brew podcast. You'll be able to pull it up. Of course, this is the GameView podcast, but it's still under the Game Brew header. You can watch our Twitch every 2 weeks. Twitch.tv/TubeCraze. There's some old videos on there you can always look through if you want to do that. To see any of our stuff. I haven't streamed personally for a while. Not sure whenever I'll get back into it. So I have nothing personal to plug aside from it's summertime. Go outside. Plant some vegetables. Late summer vegetables if you're doing it now. So lots of leafy greens or root vegetables is what you want. Chris, do you have anything to plug?
One of the Double Dragons is is the chairman from Iron Chef, so this is going to be awesome.
It is. It is the chairman from Iron Chef. It's wild that he's been in so many movies like before.
And also is the chairman of Iron Chef. He's great. I love him so much.
So with that, we don't have anything we say when we end this podcast. So I think we just
fuck off, I guess.
Yeah, we usually insult everybody. So eat a bag of death.